The main thing that this video will do is to show you what it looks like when someone plays a game of weaponized chess. The main thing that I will do is talk about the board and what I'm doing with the pieces. As in regular chess, one side moves, then the other side moves, then you repeat that until someone wins. The first thing I'm going to do is to change the game to hot seat, so I can move both sides. Alright, it's black's turn. Black moves a pawn. White moves a pawn. In this game, there are objects laying on the ground. Many of these are weapons, and a player can pick up those weapons. So white picks up a weapon, a defense actually, and ends the turn. Weaponized chess has 3 levels. Ground level, which is the normal level in chess, but also air level and sub-level. You have pieces that move in these other levels. You have choppers, which can move to another level. Chopper can move to either ground or air level. This chopper goes to the air level and ends the turn. You have subs, which can submerge. You can pick up pieces and exchange pieces. Queen has a special ability in order to exchange a piece at range. So don't lose your queen. There are cleric pieces which are like bishop pieces, but they're not exactly like bishop pieces. There's a dozer piece, which allows you to move multiple pieces at the same turn. You select the square in which the dozer is. Then you select the square to move to. Then for that move to square, move to direction, then you select the particular set of pieces that can move. In this case, there's only one set. So you select that set, and then it moves. Here a pawn fires a rocket. Here a pawn fires a stunner, which stuns these pieces. They can't move for 3 turns. These pawns reinforce each other. Since pawns move diagonally, they attack to the front and to the sides. And since these 2 pawns attack to the left and right, they defend each other. Ooh, look what this bishop can do. Fires its conversion weapon. And since the 2 ways to win a game in weaponized chess is either to destroy the enemy king or to convert the king to your side, the bishop, the cleric in this case, has gotten close to the king and converts it, which ends the game. Now, I am going to talk about graphics and the nature of playing chess. People who play chess are going to sit there and stare at the board. They do that because they are trying to clearly understand where the pieces are and what they can do. They are not trying to see how pretty the pieces are. They are thinking and planning. They constantly look at the board because it helps them visualize the location and possible movements of the pieces. The graphics in this game, as they are now, help the player do this. The shape of the pieces are simple. It is easy to see what they look like. Even the more visually complicated pieces are based on simple geometric shapes, just as the movement of the pieces are also based on geometry. Each color is clearly distinct from every other color. Some colors are used in ways that everyone is familiar with. For example, the color red is used in the form of a not sign to indicate negation. That way of indicating not is used internationally because everyone knows what it means. The graphics, as they are now, are okay. They are functional and serve their purpose. In the future, will fancier, prettier graphics be available for a user to choose to use? Sure, that will happen. These new graphics should not be distracting and make it harder for a player to play the game. They should not make it harder for the player to easily distinguish the location of pieces on the board. Remember, the player is performing a very difficult mental task. The player is only interested in figuring out his or her best move. They will spend little time admiring the visual image of the pieces. People who buy a game just so they can look at the graphics will not buy this type of game. They are not customers. This game is about thinking, not looking. A game should appear as visually attractive as possible, but for this particular type of game, it is not the first priority. The top priority should be to support the primary nature of gameplay for the game. The primary nature of the gameplay for this game is for a player to look at the pieces just enough to know what they are and where they can move, and then spend all other mental effort thinking and planning a move.